A beautiful day as it usually is here in Phoenix. Such a dramatic setting here in the Arizona desert. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. D-Wade out there with Robertson. And it's Duncan, then it's Kareem, and it's LeBron in at the small forward. And for the Suns, we've got Durant. West is out there with Johnson. Then it's Bird, and it's Russell in at the center. Even this early on, Brent, have you been on teams where you just knew changes were coming down the road?
Yeah, most of that, Kevin, I think happens because of internally what's going on with the team. Yeah, on the floor, you're going to see guys operating in the offense, playing pick and roll, but
it's behind the curtains where you just begin to feel it, right?
Good executives and good coaching staffs understand communicating to the people in the front office to say, hey, if we stay this way, our potential, instead of growing, is not knowing how low we're going to go. So we need to make some changes. That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Feeds it to Robertson. With some arc, and he sinks the layup.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Here's Johnson. That shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
They grabbed their own miss. Goes up with it again. Duncan with the block.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
Here's LeBron. But they recover it.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Outside Durant. Here's Bird, 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. West misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Wade slams it in.
I mean, it looks simple, but LeBron makes it look that way, Kevin.
Wade against West. Lays it up off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Robertson. Here's Wade. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Now the pass to Johnson. West outside. Inside. Here's Bird. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season, putting up about 26 points per, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And Duncan gets double teamed. Wade outside. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Robertson. Good work defensively by KD.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Bird. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to West. Takes a three. Traps in the tray.
And that's what you get when you combine the range and just his overall confidence. Mr. Outside.
KD against LeBron. Duncan high post. Got a piece of it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the night. Free throw good, Duncan.
Been pretty interesting to watch Tim through his career have some struggles from the free throw line and then regain his consistency.
And so Duncan hits them both. Suns trail by 3. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
Well, Kevin, forcing turnovers in the open court is one of the things he thinks they have. He said, we sneak up on people defensively if they're not careful. And before you know it, it's a steal and layup at the other end. And Kevin, he's a confident coach who thinks his players have to have that confidence tonight.
Appreciate it, DA. They'll be trying to lock it down defensively. Guys, what do you think?
If you want to avoid a run-and-gun type of situation, this is the approach you need to take.
Well, slowing the pace is easier said than done. How will they go about it?
And both free throws good for Durant.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
On the wing, James. Guarded by KD. To the paint. Here's Wade. And he banks in the layup. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
Are you surprised that Dwayne Wade is going to score that far in the paint? I'm not.
Johnson outside. To the inside. LeBron with the block. Wade right side. Bucket is good. Wade's got 6. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. Here's West. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Johnson following the basket by LeBron James. Johnson kicks to Bird. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And obviously you know about the deep range, but Bird just as lethal, working the angles on the interior.
Here's Robertson. For Minnesota, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls. And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Johnson goes in, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Here's Wade. He's got 6. Duncan high post. In the corner, it's James. It's up a 3. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the Suns call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. 4th, the Suns.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Robertson outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
No good from Durant.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Nice shot by James.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Now here's Johnson. 6 points for him. Pass to West. The shot off that time. Good D by Wade. Robertson passes to James. And James throws it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
They get it back. O'Neal. Duncan with the block. And taken away by Magic. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Johnson's got the ball. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Barkley, he's checked in for Durant. Pippen comes in for Bird. Ray Allen is checked in for West. And it's Nash in for Johnson. Olajuwon's checked in for Minnesota. Thomas comes in for Robertson. Now here's Thomas. And stolen by Nash. There's the lob to Prez. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's LeBron. With the second effort, it's blocked by Shaq.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And let's check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, we really have just grown to get used to his greatness, and that's the level for him that he's on right now.
Baylor, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Havlicek comes in for Dwayne Wade. And they get it. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Timberwolves leading by 11. Timeout called first of the game for Minnesota. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after it a little bit.
Havlicek. And stolen by Nash. Kicks to Allen. Pippen against Baylor. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Duncan. And here comes the break. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Thomas gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Suns trail by 13. Pass to O'Neal. Trying to end the drought. Oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shaquille O'Neal taking 2 shots.
That's good from O'Neal. Kevin Garnett is checked in for the Timberwolves. O'Neal hits them both. Here is Havlicek. No points in the game yet for him. And the pass to Garnett. He dishes it to Baylor. But they'll get another chance. Moves back up. And Garnett, that's good.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now, here is Barkley. Yep, that one goes.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here is Havlicek. Pass to Baylor. 51 seconds left here in the opening quarter. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Pippen.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The feed to O'Neal. Over Thomas. And there's Shaq. That's good on the assist by Allen.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Passes it to Olajuwon. Count it. Olajuwon's got his second bucket tonight.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
To the right side. Here's Barkley. Olajuwon with the block. He gets it up. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 11. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this.
I need something to believe.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Nash out there with Allen. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Barkley. And it's Shaq in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Brett, so many guys are now shooting from well beyond the arc. Who do you think has the deepest range in the league?
I think Steph Curry has the most consistent, deepest range. He is
Lillard is in that category.
Lillard is in there, and of course, last year's playoff win will never go away in terms of what a great memory that was. Trae Young is now entering that category, Kevin.
Yeah,
I mean, we saw
name,
that
right.
at the end of last year. His fearlessness in pulling up from just about anywhere has been pretty remarkable. And to that, I will add one Brook Lopez, who has found his way well beyond the three-point line.
He's a whole nother conversation.
We'll talk about him later.
We'll do that. Both free throws good from Havlicek.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
And the basket good by Barkley. Timberwolves leading by 11. And here's Havlicek. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Russell, he's checked in for Shaq.
Bill Russell.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Allen's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 11. Havlicek outside. Over Nash. Another miss by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Now, here is Havlicek. Garnett outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nash, the pass to Allen. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Kevin McHale, he checked in for Phoenix. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves leading by 9. Thomas passes to Nowitzki. Elgin Baylor on the wing. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Baylor's got his first bucket of the night.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here's Pippen. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The shot misses. The Timberwolves have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. On the wing, Havlicek. Thomas surveying the D. 4 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall. And Phoenix the other way now. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Havlicek outside. Pass to Baylor. Here's the three. And McHale pulls it down.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Nash dishes to Russell. Outside Pippen. McHale outside. On deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. West is checked in for Phoenix. Johnson comes in for Nash. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Paul's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 9. Outside Baylor. Russell trying to free himself up. No good from Baylor. Paul against Johnson. Outside Pippen. McHale outside. West against Havlicek. No good from West.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And how fierce is Garnett down low? I mean, when he's close to the basket, he is aiming to make a statement.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Suns making a change here. Bird's checked in. And then for Minnesota, James checked in for Baylor. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Havlicek. A free throw good from Kevin Garnett.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
West misses.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Garnett kicks to Paul. Back to Garnett. James outside. Wade on the wing. Over West. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got the lead up to 14 now for Minnesota.
Excellent use in the mid-range area. You know that's one of his favorite shots.
Stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Kicks it out to Paul. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Chris Paul. Coming off a terrific season. 3rd in assists. And he was also one of the league's most aggressive ball-hawking defenders, finishing top 5 in steals.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists last year. He did a great job of setting the pace, finding the open man, making the simple delivery. Now here's West, following the shot by Chris Paul. West with the ball. He's got 5. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's Wade. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists now tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Durant. West outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bird. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
The Suns have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. First free throw is good. Bird hits them both. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
Not in
NBA.
today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Robertson, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Nowitzki, the pass to Wade. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's sent back by Russell.
And guys, this is where instincts come into play. So much you have to read defensively. Russell not fooled at all.
Suns trail by 13. Now here's Durant. He kicks to Bird. And stolen by James. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Wade can't hit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Suns. The pass to Russell. To the wing on the left. Looking to end his cold spell.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
And Phoenix has possession, trailing by 13. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Shaq is checked in for Russell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bird, and that's going to be a travel.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Duncan, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Here's James, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, gets that contact and finds free throws.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And he can't get the first one.
Interesting to watch LeBron James at the line through the years. Has tried many different free throw strokes. Not a bad free throw shooter by any means, but always tinkering.
That one misses. Suns trail by 13. Here's West, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. West has got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Here's Bird following the basket by Tim Duncan. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Johnson. LeBron outside. Wade outside. Back to LeBron. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And it's 13 points for LeBron.
I swear LeBron James doesn't have 4. He's got 6 gears. Can finish with force, but also switch it up. Nice soft floater there.
Phoenix calls timeout. You look at James, what a contribution.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in.
A moment now to see the stats for Wade. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 15 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
Here's Wade after the made shot from KD. And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a wide open look for James. No good on the 3. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. Outside, KD. Pass to Bird. Shoots from the elbow. Offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. Timberwolves leading by 10. A floater. And it's sent back by KD.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
Clearly a foul.
The Suns have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78%
Take a break.
of their free throws.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for KD.
Kind of tough to be a big wing in the LeBron James era. You're constantly compared to what it is he does, but Durant has risen to that challenge and uniquely qualified to be an elite player.
Steve Nash checked in for the Suns. Minnesota also making some changes. Olajuwon comes in for Abdul-Jabbar, and Thomas subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And he makes the first but misses the second. Nash against Thomas. The dish now to Olajuwon, and it's in there. Olajuwon's got 6.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Here's KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting for Phoenix, Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Durant. Barkley, he's checked in for Larry Bird. And KD drops them both. 1:21 left in the first half. Thomas passes to Olajuwon. Duncan outside. Passes it to Robertson. Back to Duncan. Rebound by the Suns. Barkley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nash left side. Buries the long-range jumper. 7 points in the game.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Duncan, the pass to James. From about 19 feet, here's Olajuwon, and he makes good on the layup. Olajuwon's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Nash, the pass to Barkley. The shot missing. Great D that time from James. Robertson outside. Kept alive, Minnesota. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 5 on the clock. Back to Duncan. It's blocked by Shaq. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. With 1 on the clock. No good on that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Timberwolves lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks. Obviously, a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling fight paint. Shaquille O'Neal.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Phoenix?
Well, look, they turn the ball over way too much. You can't do that in the NBA. Teams are just too talented. You can't give them that many possessions. Don't give away the entire game just by giving up an extra few possessions here and there. These guys need to come with more precision in the second half.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
And the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. Duncan out there with LeBron James. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot. Wade with it, guarded now by Larry Bird. Wade, double team. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Robertson outside for the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Bird for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Bird's got the first field goal of the second half for Phoenix. Timberwolves leading by 5. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one at the line is good. Durant's checked in for the Suns. And he makes both free throws. Suns trail by 7. On the wing, Bird. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Wade dishes to James. Down low. Stolen by Bird. Here's KD. Count it.
Like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. On the free throw, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Kept alive. Duncan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Tim Duncan knows a thing or two in how to draw fouls right there, doing some damage. The big fundamental still getting it done.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. And the first one drops. And he can't hit the second. Suns trail by 6. Johnson, the pass to Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
The pass to Robertson. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here's Johnson. He's got 9. Kicks it to Russell. Pass to Bird. Durant against Robertson. On the wing, Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Bank shot. No good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Wade feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Duncan, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Russell. And yes, it's good.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Here's Johnson, and he uses the glass on the way. Johnson's got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Minnesota calls timeout. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. LeBron outside. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 16.
Yeah, you just are fearful if LeBron James gets going from there, the night turns into a long one.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Robertson. Here's Bird. Russell trying to free himself up. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 5 points in the basket from Bird. Wade against West. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. It's Durant on the wing. All alone. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. KD against Wade. Duncan outside. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Hall's checked in.
Chris Paul.
Six to shoot. To the inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
Now here's West. He's got 7. Over Robertson. Misses off the left iron. Minnesota leading by 5. Paul for 3. Bill Russell grabs the miss. Russell's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Inside. The putback. Russell just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Puts it up from 15, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
It's pretty much all you can do. You throw your hands up, you try to get in his way, and it's still not enough.
It's Durant on the wing, covered by Duncan. Shots good by Durant.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
And the Timberwolves call time. Phoenix making a change here. McHale's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Duncan. On defense, Phoenix trailing by 5. LeBron with the bucket.
Yeah, you wonder when LeBron James wants to have one of those big nights when he gets going like this. We could be in for a great show.
Durant against LeBron. Durant kicks it to West. Over Robertson. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Paul. Here's Nowitzki. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now Johnson. He's got 11. Lock at 6. Over to the left wing. Russell kicks to Durant. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Robertson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Here's West. Minnesota with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Here's Johnson following the basket by LeBron James. A nice shot by KD.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Robertson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jerry West. For Minnesota, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
The first free throw is good. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Havlicek comes in for James. And Thomas subbed in for Paul. Suns trail by 14. Nash, the pass to O'Neal. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Thomas passes to Robertson. Banked in off the glass. Robertson's got 13.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Now here's Nash. He has 7. Passes it to O'Neal. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Olajuwon's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Baylor in for Robertson. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They lead by 11. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pippen kicks to Shaq. It's stolen by Garnett. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Tipped away. Pippen with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Shaq with the slam.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Thomas dishes to Havlicek. To the paint. Here's Garnett. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. That one on Pippen.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The free throw drops for Garnett.
And Garnett, a vocal leader, always trying to psych his guys up and get into the head of the opponent.
Barkley goes in. That one falls.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Barkley. Timberwolves leading by 9. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
Oh, can we get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Nash kicks to Allen. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Nash against Thomas. Shot clock at 6. And it's Phoenix scoring again. There's 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Havlicek. The pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Shaq. Olajuwon can't hit. Suns trail by 9. O'Neal kicks it over to Nash. Pass to Pippen. He feeds it to O'Neal. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Here's Baylor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw good from Baylor.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
Nash, the pass to O'Neal. Over Olajuwon. Second chance shot, and it's laid in by Fred. Barkley's got 7 now in this quarter.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the 3-point shot.
Garnett outside. Elgin Baylor on the wing. An easy 2 points on the layup. Baylor's got 7 points in the game.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Here's Barkley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Barkley. So he gets them both. 30 seconds left to play in the third. Thomas against Nash. Here's Thomas. Havlicek outside. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Down low. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Barkley.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Timberwolves on top, up by 11. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Ball's got to move, all right? So just start driving and kicking and moving it on, all right? Just settle in. Make easy, simple passes.
And Greg, the offense doesn't look very fluid right now.
I mean, not enough movement. When the ball is zipping around, this team much more difficult to defend.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. They've got Pippen. Barkley is out there with Bird. Then it's Nash. And it's Shaq in at the 5, roaming the paint. That free throw good from Pippen.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
And both free throws good for Pippen. Timberwolves leading by 9. Thomas passes to Havlicek. Feeds it to Garnett. Yep, that one goes in there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Wade, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Passes to O'Neal. Inside, Barkley. That shot off. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Tim Duncan, who's checked in for Kevin Garnett.
Tim Duncan.
Here's Havlicek, and that one goes long.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
The shot's good from Nash.
Nice delivery there. You can't hesitate when a man comes free on the perimeter. He got it, went right into the shot.
Pass to Olajuwon. Here's Havlicek. Barkley grabs the board.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Stolen by Havlicek. Thomas against Nash. It's stolen by Barkley. Nash against Thomas. Nash, the pass to O'Neal. Over Wade. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At the line for two.
That's good from O'Neal. Johnson, he's checked in for Steve Nash. O'Neal hits them both. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Minnesota. 8-point game. Here's Wade, and Wade slams it in.
Incredible display of Dwayne Wade still having explosive athleticism.
Johnson, the pass to O'Neal. Duncan against Barkley. Back to O'Neal. He kicks it to Pippen. 4 on the clock. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D from Wade.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Count it, good.
You can't fault the D there. They all did their jobs, but a superstar talent knows what to do and gets it done.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Phoenix, no good that time either. To the paint, here's Duncan.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Phoenix. Russell, he's checked in for Shaq. Kevin Durant comes in for Barkley. And West subs in for Pippen. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Timberwolves. LeBron comes in for Havlicek. And Duncan drops them both. Suns trail by 14. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Durant down low. Duncan is there. The putback. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. LeBron trying to free himself up. Count the basket.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Johnson surveying the floor. Durant for 3. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight. Timberwolves leading by 13. Wade outside. Out to the right wing. It's Thomas outside. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
Durant in the corner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Dwayne Wade.
At the line for your Suns, Kevin Durant. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he makes the first. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. And both free throws good for Durant. Timberwolves leading by 14. And here is Robertson. There's the pass to LeBron. Johnson with some nice D. The Suns have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. No good from West.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Robertson. Larry Bird grabs the miss.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
The shot's good from Robertson.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Johnson with it. Bird outside. Over James. They get the rebound. Russell. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Duncan.
Still Suns ball.
And the Suns call time.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Here's Durant to the inside. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
James in the post, defended by Durant, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about LeBron's patience there? The defender biting on the pump fake. Hard to stay down. It's LeBron James.
First free throw is good.
And they're doing a very good job at the line this half.
And James drills them both. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Robertson against Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Bird dishes to West. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Russell. 26 points for Kevin Durant.
You saw how close the defender was. It really doesn't matter. KD creates the space and still scores.
The shot's good from Robertson.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
West outside. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Suns trail by 21. Johnson, the pass to Russell. Now here's West, covered by Duncan. West can't hit.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Top of the key. Minnesota with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Robertson, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Popped up there for Wade. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Johnson outside, and the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's...
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over,
yes.
And you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior, and you're a college player, and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. McHale's checked in for Durant. Allen comes in for Larry Bird. Tracy McGrady's checked in for West. And it's Nash in for Johnson. Paul outside. There's the triple. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Allen surveying the D. Outside, Russell. Kicks to Nash. Suns moving the ball around. Oh, Russell in position. Now here's Robertson. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not part of it.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for LeBron.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And so Nowitzki nails both of them. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Ball against Nash. Allen outside. There's the feed to McHale. Over Nowitzki. And Kevin McHale, the bucket on the assist by Allen.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
Nash against Paul. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long and good night, everyone.